Good morning, everyone. A couple seconds late here, because I'm trying to get things set up. I had some audio problems, so I'm on a different camera or microphone right now. My normal microphone's not working, so please bear with me if the sound is not like it normally is. And we'll get going here. Good morning, Gargoil. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. Good morning, Kevin Scott. And just gonna try something really quick here to see if I get my regular microphone working. Otherwise, I apologize if the sound is different today. Test. Test. No, that's not working. So we're going to stick with the microphone I have set today, and I'll try to work on it for tomorrow. Not really sure what's going on with everything, so it is what it is. Okay. Get this keyboard down here. And we'll start with our warm up here real quick. With Frosted Red right now. 3632. Good morning, Trey. Good morning, Lazy Dog. Thanks, Gargoyle. Here we go. And we got a hard 8, 4-4 hard 8 to start off the day with. 3632 is the dice set. Today's my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Good morning, Joel. So hopefully we have a good birthday roll. Ace deuce. And if you're wondering, I am, I don't know, let's go 30. I'm 30 again for over 20 some years. Thank you there, Slim. Thank you, Joel. 3632. 314. It's frustrating when technology is not working like normal. It worked fine on Saturday. I did my shooter competition on Saturday. Mona is, oh, that's a lesson I learned, Slim, years and years ago when I was in college. There was a guy, they had a cardiac rehab program at the college I went to. It was a physical education type college. And the guy was well in his mid 80s, looked like he was like 55. And he showed me a picture, we got midnight, showed me a picture of when he was in, oops, that was 6'6", when he was in the military, when he was like in his 20s, and the guy was just a strapping young looking lad. And I asked him what his secret was, and he says, "You are as old as you believe you are." So I 100% agree with that. Thank you, Uncle Hoku. 100% agree with that. And some days I feel pretty damn old. A little bit far on that. A little bit long on the throat. 6-1. So we gotta focus really hard today in getting our landing zone down. I did go to the casino this weekend. It was an interesting visit. 268. Very interesting visit this morning or this weekend. Which I'll cover in a little bit here. Good morning, Glenn. 6, yo shot. Let's get a drift of the dice. 3, 6, 3, 2. Double pitch, 3, 4. We've really been battling with this double pitch thing lately. Maybe we need to get that down, figured out here. Don't focus, just flowing. Okay, last throw here. This out. Ace 4, 1, 4, 5. Okay, let's start the show. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 551 of the Level Up program, and day number 45 of the $100,000 challenge. Hey, if you're new to the program, this is one of my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing the blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Uncle Hoku checking number 1, and he is followed up by Kevin Scott. We have Gargoil checking in. He says he can actually catch a show for the morning here. We got Lazy Dog. We got Two Wheel Paradise's Trey. We got 208 Craps Joel. We got the Buckeye Slim checking in. It's followed up by Undisciplined Glenn. We also got the Dice Degen, Chris checking in. And we're following that up with David, Dice Mama Steph, and we got David Brock as well. So good morning to everybody. It is my birthday today, and I am over the age of 50, younger than the age of 60. So let's pick the midpoint there, and that'd probably be about right. But happy birthday to me. So if we have a good rollout today, if you're playing along, click on that live tab in Crapsee. That'll bring you over to the table that we're using today. We're going to start off with a 51.85 bankroll. Our win goals will be 519 plus. Let's get our bets in here. We're going to try doing a come out game that actually was sent to me by Buckeye Slim here. So let's see how it works. Again, we're going to start off with a $35 pass line bet. We'll go 555 on that ATS. And we're going to go with a $10 any craps and a $5 yo. So that's going to be an outlay right now of $65. So let's see how that goes. I'm not a day over 21. Yeah, I am over 21 or stuff, but not much. Maybe like a couple of years. Anyhow, let's get started here. We'll call this all bet set. And we'll go dice out. 3632 is our dice set. Here we go. And we got 257 to start the show. So that is a Bruce, but that'll also be a pass lane winner. Come on, natural. And if my microphone sounds a little different today, it's because I'm using a different microphone. My normal microphone is not working, so I have to go to my backup. I gotta see if I can get that working going forward here. So what we're going to do now with that, because that's going to be $5 profit there. What we're going to do is, we got to look at my notes here. We're gonna go back up $35 for the pass line. We'll go 555 again, and we'll select that $10 any craps, and we'll put $10 on yo this time. So use that $5 profit on that yo. I think that is right. It's been a few days since I've looked. Probably should commit to memory here. And let's call that all bet set. And dice out. Wow, we got a Buckeye buckshot with that. I'm not even gonna take that off the screen because we have another 257. Wow, interesting. Okay, so let's go 3632, 257. We'll switch right over to the 3236 right away and see if we can shake this variance right from the get go. So that is consistency. So Slim is saying I should have went to 55. Yeah, I'm gonna have to revisit that again. Exactly how I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna just repeat my bets on that one, and we'll call that out good as well because that was a break-even proposition for me there. 3236. Let's get a point established here. We're still on shooter number one. And we'll call it all bet set. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Matt Hatter. So you're saying it should be. I'll fix that next time there, Slim. Let's go all bet set. Peace out. And we got a 369 to Triple D, the Dice Doctor Dan. Mark that point at 9. 32, 36, and 369 result. So I'm going to play the table separate. We're going to do the pass line and the ATS and all that stuff as one set of bets. We'll do the pass line as another set of bets. So let's go 320 across with our bets. And that's going to be 50 and 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 60 and that's 6 and 8. Let's lock that 6 and 8 in so we can get that working if we need to. 3236 is our dice set that we'll stick with. And we will call that all bet set. 24 people playing along on Crapsee. We've got 21 people watching live on YouTube. Make sure you do say hi in the chat if you are watching along here. And dice out. And we have a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. 32, 36, 6-5 yo. And that's going to be a drift to the left of the dice. Wow, John is here early. Good morning to John. Somebody's up to get his caffeine fix early. Let's go all bets out with that. That was no help for us. So get those bets in. And here we go. And we got aces, magic aces. 1, 1, 2. Music choice today is uplifting music. So the midnight, our aces will help a little bit with the ATS. That's about it. So I made it to the casino this weekend. A little bit different approach this weekend. I went and I played just a $15 horseman on every single shooter except for myself. My goal was to just preserve my bankroll and trying to save it for my trip and that. And I bought in for $300. I cashed out for $200. I played for flipping hours on just the horseman straight. So in other words, I got there, and I was one person behind the shooter. So the shooter was two people in front of me. It took 4 hours to get around to me, and I shot one time. I had like a 5 roller. We'll go all bet set here. So it was just a really weird table. It took 4 hours. There was only 12 people on the table. 4 hours to get around to me. I shot once and I stunk, so I left right away. And we got a 4-5 winner 9. So that is the hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. So during that 4 hours I played a horseman, I was down $30 only. And I lost the rest of the $60 on myself on that one shot. That was not very long, and I was like, nah, this is enough. I was tired. It was just a long day. But 4 hours. There's a lady that shot, and this is the problem. Is I said I was gonna stick with the horseman. I played the horseman on this lady. She shot for an hour and 45 minutes, just the one person alone. And I was stupid. I just kept the horseman, and I actually recycled the horseman 4 times, and I made like $90 off of her roll. When I probably could have made a couple thousand. The guy that sat next to me, he had max bets on the 6 and 8, and max bets on the pulled in probably about 20 grand that night, just off that one roll. It was just unreal. But let's call this. Let's actually adjust our bets really quick. That was 105 brought back, so we're going to go 96 cross pressure. And we'll keep those bets turned off. And we'll call it all bet set. That is a unicorn roll, Jen. And the funny thing was, she was shaking and baking. She'd pick them up, and she was tossing them super light. Super light. But she was just picking them up as they were coming to her, and just toss them straight out. Oops, we're going to go 3-2, 3-6 for our dice set. And dice out. And we got a 3-5 grape ape, so let's mark that point of 5. So, and like I said, I was not playing to adjust this weekend. I was just playing for a low bankroll. $15 horseman. It was basically a $15 DC bet, and then I followed that up with 3 come bets of $15. Sometimes after I got the DC placed, I would put $15 in a 5 and 9, and I would take down the next roll, one of the numbers, and then the roll after the other number, and then stick with that. But it was pretty cool. All our bets will turn back on here, and we'll go all bets set. Dice out. 3-2, 3-6. And 6-1. Done. That is notch. So that's going to put us in a hole here to start. 3-2, 3-6, 6-1, 7. We're going to switch over to the winner set here. Let's see if we can roll that out here. 5-4, 2-3. And let's get our come out set up here. We're going to go again $35 pass line bet. We'll go 5-5-5 on the ATS, $10 craps, and $5 yo. She should have called my caddy. Yeah, right. So anyhow, Jen goes, at any point did you think it was time to play Scobets? Yeah, I did. Several times I did think about it, but I was just, like I said, I went in saying I was going to play the horseman the whole night and see how it went. I didn't want to lose that much money, which I didn't. Again, just preserving my bankroll. Two, 4, 6. Kevin Carpenter 2x4. Let's mark that point at 6. 4, 2, 3, and 2, 4, 6. puck travels to the 6 here. Again, we're going to go 320 cross, including. Yeah, you know, when you see a person just pick up the dice and just toss it like that, she went for such a long row. I don't have much confidence in stuff like that. We'll go that set. How I'm setting a dice and practicing daily and look at my rolls lately. So it is what it is, I guess. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. 4, 2, 3, and 4, 6. Good morning, Kate Fisher. Okay, and let's adjust our bets here. That was $98 right back to the rack. Again, we'll go 96 cross pressure. Make the 4, 5, 9, 10 look like 65. We got 60, 78 on the 8. It was 78 on that 6. There you go. We'll go 5, 4, 2, 3. So, but you know, like I said, I'm being honest, transparent with all the bets and you know, visits to the casino and that. That is one of the things, you know, that. Let's see if my rubber microphone's working here. Give me 1 second. It looks like everything else seems to be working on my ear click. That way I can talk differently because I'm talking a little bit louder than normal right now. Test. Nope, still not working my regular microphone. So we're still on the backup microphone, which that really kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We'll leave that real and working now. Jen goes, the horseman's meant to be a transition to the hot hand, which she is 100% accurate in my opinion on that. The reason they did not use it as a transition is because going into that shooter, I was down like about $90. So she brought me back almost to even, and that's why I didn't go into the shooter more. That's probably more of a reason. I'll go back set. And we got an ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. So I consider that actually a success because she got me back to almost even at that time. So I guess that would probably, if you're looking for a reason, Jen, that would be one of the reasons there. But it is what it is. Again, you know, I could sit there and play Monday morning quarterback and say, oh my God, I could have won all this money, which I could have, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a good show topic there, John. And that was no help for us here, so let's go all about that. And, you know, it's a lesson. Django's a good learning lesson. I've seen it happen before. I've done it before. And even Jen made a comment on Crapsee last night about myself, about how I am pretty disciplined on my betting when I'm at the casino. We got another 6, 4, 10. There's Waylon's best friend on the end. This time it's going to be Sorry Glenn. I'm very disciplined and very frugal when I'm in the casino. Almost to a fault sometimes. 4, 2, 3. 6, 4, 10. And that would be a great explanation or a good example of that, I guess. Stubborn mule territory. Yeah, I would agree with that. That was $127 brought back on that. So we actually got out of the shooter. Let's bring our bets down. Let's go 96 across, including, and from here, we're going to start trend betting upwards. That's 210 brought back. A little bit of recovery from that first shooter. 5, 4, 2, 3. Yeah, Lazy Dog says I played 4 hours, could have gambled and been up and off on one shooter. Yeah, I could have been up and off on that one shooter with a mega profit, and left the table, not even shot the dice. But there we go. I was also there with Marion, was waiting for her to finish up as well. Peace out. And 257. Wow. It's gonna be a primary. It's gonna be an ouch. Come on. There we go. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got 2, 5. Good morning, Crapsee, Texas. Yeah. Call it what it is, guys. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. We did get all the shooter, made a profit that time. So we'll call that all but set. Oops, we're gonna do our pass line stuff again. 30 to $5. Pass line 555. $10 on craps. $5 yo. Get your bets in. 29 people playing along here. We get 28 people watching. Thanks, John. Let's call all bets set. And base on. Four, 3 with a leaner. Come out 7. Pass line winner. Come out natural. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 4, 3, 7. So to get these numbers up here today a little bit. Okay, so according to Buckeye Slim's plan, that brings $60 on the pass line. And he has me at $15 craps check. And a $5 yo. And I'm still going to go back up again, 555. So put me at a little bit of a loss there. Hopefully we'll get that back. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets out. It's out. So you're seeing 40 on the line. Oh, yeah. I see. Okay. It's out. And we got a 5-5 hard 10, the old Bay Bushel. It's marked at point of 10. Again, we'll go through 320 across, including 5, 4, 2, 3. Yeah, David, I'm on my backup mic, so I apologize for that. I, for some reason, cannot get my normal mic working here. Nothing but problems technology-wise this morning setting up. I even started setting up early this morning, thinking I can get a couple extra warm-up throws in. Time to go back to bed. 5-2, Bruce. Unreal. That's awesome, Weezy. Good for you. 3632. Back to $35 pass line bet. And 555, 10. Any craps? 10. Yo. And all bets set. Is out. Here we go. 4, 6, 10. At least we're hitting a 10 here every so often. So let's mark that point at 10. One dice off access on that right side. And 320 across, including 632. And all bets out. Is out. Yeah. I am just extremely frustrated here. Anyhow, I did the shooter competition this weekend. I got rolled to 13. It puts me in 5th place for the competition so far. Let's go to Yuri style grip. Good morning, Chris. And we're not doing any pass line bets this time. 6, 4, 10, back on that 10. Okay, and again 320 across. 50 and a 4, 5, 9 and 10. We got 16. That's 6 and 8. 3, 6, 3, 2. And all bets set. That's out. Six, 3, 9. The soft 9. The Franks. A single pitch of the dice. Hit number 1 for the shooter. And we're going to go 66 inside on this for pressure. 65 on the 5 and 9, 78 on that 6 and 8. And all bets set. It's out. So Matt Adder asked if she hit any point on that shooter. She actually hit about 12 points. She would have made probably like a 4-point fire bet, but she hit about 12 points throughout the roll. Just 5s and 8s. 246, a Kevin Carpenter 2x4. Hit number 2. That's 161 brought back to the rack. Let's bring our bets down. We'll go to 160 across. Should be 632. Yeah, Buckeye, it was amazing roll. I will definitely give her that. It really was an amazing roll. Five two, Bruce. So definitely playing a short game here. I have no other choice. Get $1 on that throw and that shooter. Let me try some once here. 3663. Never really tried to dice out. We'll give her a shot once. Kissing fives. I'll go kissing aces. Let's go 3553. There you go. We'll try that one once. Yes, Greg, very brutal. Good morning, Skill. I did not tip the shooter, Skill. Again, I was still down at the time at the end of a row. I'm not a big tipper when I'm down on my bankroll. When I'm up on my bankroll, I'm a very big tipper. 3553. But I don't know if anybody else did. It's not really a tradition up here in Wisconsin with that. Magic Ace is 112. Uh, 5335 and 112. Again, the same set here. 5335. Looking for a point. And all bets set. Days out. I do know that the guy that was standing next to me that made like 20 grand off her he put her up on a couple pass line bets. I know that. I think he put her up for $100 on a pass line bet at one time. Yeah, he was treating her very good. I know that. And we have a hard 8 square pair. Let's mark that point of 8. Good morning, Dan. 5335. Seed 6s. And our bets 320 across. Days out. No monster roll there, Slim. 347. Ouch. I'm just going to keep rolling here, guys. I'm not doing any betting anymore. I'm down a significant amount here today. Kind of bums me out. You want me to do TST, K Fisher? I will do TST. 5423. Which huck and chuck into the corner there. Let me move my camera just a second. There you go. Otherwise my camera gets in the way when I do that. We'll call that all bet set. So guys, bet appropriately here. I'm done betting for the day, so 5423, go TST, and dice out. Aces, 112. Pass line, loser, come out, loser. DP winner. 5423. And make sure you get your bets in real fast here. We're gonna really give her, get her going. And all bets set. Dice out. Hucking and chucking. 5423, horseman style, or not horseman style, TST style. And we got a 6410. Sorry, Glenn. Five, 423. Awesome, like that lady did. And all but set. Dice out. 268. There we go. There's a 8. Get the Yahtzee cup. All that set. Dice out. TST style. And that doesn't even work. 257. Let's play Yahtzee. I got white dice. Trying anything today. You should have stayed in bed, John. Yep. I should have too. I should have got to sleep in here. We had to get the granddaughter to school. And I had to get up for you guys. I don't like any of the numbers other than the 7 here, Slim. Thank you, Greg. Gina said, go to bed. It's my birthday. That's awesome. Okay, let's get her going. Let's have a serious roll here. 3, 6, 3, 2, or 5, 4, 2, 3. White dice. And all but set. Dice out. Dice cross. And we have 1, 5, 6. The KitchenAid mixer. 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6. We're gonna put a 6. Got a good feeling here. 5, 4, 2, 3, 480 across, and all bets set. Face out. And we got a 4, 2, 6, a buck shot, point right back. Primer in the front side. So our bets do turn back off. That's 105 brought back. So let's go 110 inside pressure. 5, 4, 2, 3, Erie style grip. And all bets set. Dice out. Matt 314, Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. There's your 4 you're looking for, Slim. Bets turn back on. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Dice out. Hit number 2 for us. It's 126 brought back. We'll go 110 inside pressure again. 5, 4, 2, 3. Change my landing zone this time, so we'll see if it works here. All that set. Is out. Two hard 4. That's a winner 4. Hard fuzzy 4. 2 is going to cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. Puck turns off. And we're going to bring our bets down here. 377 brought back to the rack. Excuse me. And we'll go 96 across, turn those bets off. 5, 4, 2, 3. And dice out. Four, 1, 5, another trucking camper. So marking that point of 5. I am switching gears here. Slim, change the landing zone, change the grip, and just go for it. So bets turn back on. We'll go all bet set. And face up. Three, 5, 8, grape ape. Make that 8 look like $30. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. Six is average, says Matt Hatter. It is average, but I like to have a 10 or more as my average, which has not been the case lately. Face out. 1, 6, 7. There we go. Is an ouch. And that was our long roll of the day. 7 rolls long. Woohoo! Sticking with everything the same here. 5, 4, 2, 3. We actually made $2.90 on that shooter. Got a little bit of money back. Pass line bet here. 35. $10 craps. $5 yo. 555 ATS. And all bets set. It's out. Five, 4, 9, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. Jen just gave me some coins on Crapsee. Thank you. She says happy birthday. Thank you, Jen. Very much appreciated. Not expected though. 5, 4, 2, 3. Again, we're going to go 480 across on our bets, including and all bets set. Dice out. We're gonna end the show there, guys. I'm terrible, just terrible. Okay, let's go through our statistics, and I apologize everyone for the roll up today. The lack of energy, the technology problems, the everything that is occurring here. Not Thanks a lot there, John. Nemo, thank you very much there. Lost audio. Yeah, I'm sorry I lost audio because I'm on my backup microphone there, John. Still love the show, says Slim. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna get going here. Make sure you check out Casino Gaming TV in about 25 minutes. John will be going live on his coffee run show. I do appreciate everybody for showing up here. We will turn things around here pretty fast, hopefully starting tomorrow. But hey, we'll see you back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.